Hi everybody and welcome to this video. So if you have seen by the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about something that is very personal. I don't talk about with people I don't know. Like, I think only the people I can't even talk today. People that are closest to me know about this and have had a massive impact on my life. So hope you guys enjoy this video. It's gonna be really upsetting for me to talk about, although I could be laughing and I will be smiling. Deep inside I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. So I want to kind of keep this video as short as I can. I don't want to ramble on, I just want to get straight to it. So so my energy drink addiction started when I was 10. I remember the day I first got my first energy drink. It was a Lip Plus. I just got out of a dentist, no word to lie. I just had a filling done. My mum, we went to the supermarket and all I could see was like this big row of energy drinks. I was like, okay, I've heard so much about these energy drinks, like all my friends at school drink them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and get one. My mum was really angry that I bought one, but she said, okay, well, just drink it, I don't care at the moment, kind of thing. And I sculled it down in all one take. My mum got really angry at me. She's like, how dare you drink that whole thing? It's got caffeine, it's got... Okay, I was like, calm down. It's not like I'm gonna continue this minute, okay? That's kind of when it started. So yeah, at that time I just started intermediate, and it was such a big change coming from primary school through to intermediate where you can drink water and juice. Primary school you can only drink water. All the kids used to hide their energy drinks and soft drinks or whatever in their bag, and if a teacher caught them they would be like sent to, like, I think there was detention there. I can't remember actually. Wow, that was a long time ago. And yeah, wow, it was absolutely crazy actually. I was kind of that person I started to become that person in my final years of intermediate. Like, I used to hide an energy drink in my bag just, you know, to be cool. I wouldn't even drink it. I would just have it in there, be like, hey, look at me, I got an energy drink in my bag. It was really cool. It was a really good time. Yeah, and I was really healthy too. Like, you know, I wasn't fat, I wasn't skinny either. You know, I was healthy, that's all I'm gonna say. But things started to just deteriorate in my life at that time. Finishing intermediate, coming into high school for the next 5 years was really tough. My first few years of high school, let's talk about this, shall we? When I first started high school, you know, it was such a massive change. Like, you could literally drink whatever you wanted in front of the teachers, and just as long as it wasn't alcohol. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is completely cool. Like, completely cool, that doesn't sound right. It was so cool. I was like, okay, this school is so awesome and blah blah blah. Side note, I love my school. It's not just my school that has these guidelines, it's every other school in New Zealand. That's all. I just want to say that before I go into detail. So yeah, it was really, wow, like such a massive change, and like I could have an energy drink in my desk and the teachers wouldn't care, kind of thing. Anyway, at that moment when I was 13, you know, 13 was when I started high school, I was really depressed. I was kind of classed as depressed. My doctor said, okay, this is kind of what's going on. I was like, okay, this is absolutely insane. Like, I don't really exactly associate myself as being depressed, but I was. I got really upset about a lot of things, and energy drinks were the only thing that was really there for me. I would have an energy drink at that time, say about every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, maybe 2 if I got lucky. It's pretty much what I would have at that time. So what I really want to talk about now is why I kind of wanted to talk about this particular topic. So when I was 16, like when I pretty much just turned 16, I went through something really dramatic in my life. Now, if you're my personal friend or you just know me from high school, I went around the whole school, so I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. I was really down on myself. I felt really, you know, I don't want to talk about this, so I'm just gonna say, like, Brooke, I was depressed, okay? Energy drinks were the only thing that again was there for me, and I would have one every day. It got to a point where I got to every day. And there's two stories I want to talk about here, kind of the same story but not. So yes, when I was 16, me and my friend at the time were literally addicted. I feel like we both are, or were. One day, we went to the dairy like we usually did. And I remember from the time I woke up to the time, say about 3 to 4 o'clock, I had 3 of these in that day from what I remember, either 2 or 3. So that's probably your limit right there. And that night though, like say about 10, 9 o'clock, I pretty much scaled down 2, and I repeat, 2 of those 710ml V's. Now, if you're from V, you're probably like, okay, why is this girl not dead? Like, glad I fucking survived that, because honestly, wow. That morning, I survived the night. Like, I didn't feel any different. Like, I just felt like a normal me. And it came to the morning, and I woke up, and I couldn't feel my limbs. I was like, okay, I can't feel myself, like, whoa. The only pain I could feel was this massive migraine I had, and my gut was completely, like, words can't describe it. I like to describe it as childbirth, but the thing is I haven't experienced that, so it's like, okay, how do I describe it? Like an elephant. Let's take an elephant for example. You know how big an elephant is? An elephant just stepping on your gut, okay? And just squashing it into a million tiny little pieces. Like, that is literally the sensation I felt. Saying that, it was the weekend. Thank God I didn't have to go to school that day, and thank God I didn't go to the hospital. Here come the tears. Another completely different story, well, kind of the same, like I said. The following few days were tricky. Like, I was just starting to get my appetite back. I couldn't eat for those last few days after what had happened. Drank as much water as I could. Side note, I did drink a heck of a lot of water if I was drinking energy drinks, but most days I didn't. To the doctor. Well, my mum took me to the doctor because she literally thought something was desperately wrong with me if I wasn't eating. Like, I ate crazy back then. And so I went to the doctor. Now, my doctor I've had for since I was literally 5 years old, so he knows me pretty well. You know about my addiction, like I kind of swung by and like secretly said like, hey, look, I got an addiction. Yeah, he's like, okay, so how's your drinking going? I'm just like, it's still happening. Mum told him about my binge drinking that I've been doing and all that kind of stuff, and pretty much he said to me, you know, he told me the possible things that could have happened, and one of the things that he said happened. My stomach lining was completely shattered. That kind of what happened, and I had to stop so many things. I had to stop drinking energy drinks for 3 months. I had to be on more medication than I was now. At the time that I was doing that binge drinking, I was on antibiotics for some really strange reason. I cannot remember what it was. I was taking antibiotics for some random thing I didn't even really know about, and then I had this addiction. So caffeine mixed in with antibiotics is not the best combination. He did warn me, you know, don't drink when you're having antibiotics, but I didn't listen, did I? Stomach lining was completely gone. I had to stop drinking energy drinks for 3 months. I had to take more medication, which is really bad because I hate taking pills. And I had to stop eating massive meals, and I had to stop eating pretty much in general. It was really bad. At that moment when I was 16, you know, you'll be thinking, okay, all this energy drinks, sugar, fat. I gained so much weight that year. Like, I went from say 50, I was around the 50 kg mark, I easily went up to 62 by the end of my high school year. And I was like, yeah, this is absolutely insane. I gained so much weight. I was also suffering from a heck of a lot of health problems, but I'll go on to that soon. So when I was 17, it was my last year of high school. Like, I got put up a year if you're wondering. Yeah, it was my last year of high school. It's gonna be the best year that I'm gonna have. Now, when I was 17, I was in a really good place and didn't really class myself as being depressed anymore. And I felt like, you know, life is good. Well, there was still things going on, but inside I felt really good. I was dating someone at the time. So my friends at that time when I was 17 said, look, you can't continue going on like this. Like, I remember going down to the supermarket with them and they were thinking about getting an energy drink because I was there, like, nah, we're not gonna get one. 17, I had one every day. I had an energy drink every day. 3 was my maximum. I remember, you know, I could not go a day without having one. I would have one on the way to school. During school, my desk, where the teachers could see and not tell me off. And on the way home, if I got lucky and had spare money, or someone just shouted me one. And even half of, like, say if I went out with my friends and that, half of my paycheck would go towards energy drinks. That's literally how bad it was. When I did my beauty therapy course last year, completely different. Like, you had to drink water, or you had to have something nourishing and like full of vitamins and stuff, and I wasn't really into that kind of thing at the time. You know, I thought to myself, okay, this kind of needs to stop, and it did. Now, people around me, say for example my friends and my boyfriend at the time, like, they helped me. But I think realistically my course last year helped me. Like, I thought, you know, I'm going to be a beauty therapist, I'm here to promote health and well-being. I can't keep putting this in my body kind of thing. At that point I went at least a month without having an energy drink. I felt really proud of myself, and I feel like the reason why I kind of got into that is because I would just keep myself busy. I didn't have time to have an energy drink kind of thing. Like, I had to be with the clients. Didn't have time to have an energy drink. And imagine if I had an energy drink in front of them. Like, oh my god. I do still drink it occasionally. Not as bad as I used to be. And it's like, what happened if I actually continued this addiction? I'd probably be dead. Now, I'm not hating on any energy drink companies. I absolutely love V, but they did not start my addiction. And that's just a drink of choice really much, and if you guys want me to sponsor, hey, I'm right here. I just abused it, that's the thing. Like, they do say on the back of their cans and bottles, like, you know, keep to your recommendation, all that. The doctor numerous times, I don't know, I can't express how many times I've been to the doctor in the last 4 years, and it's associated with my addiction. Or most of them anyway. I hope you guys enjoy this talk about my addiction. It's not something I am keenly proud of. And I'm going to say right now, I don't actually class myself as addicted anymore, but I do still have the occasional energy drink now and again. I don't feel like I'm addicted anymore. And it's a really good feeling to be able to say that. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do all those nice things, and I will see you guys later. I'm trying to do a bro fist like PewDiePie, but it's not really working. I look really, really stupid. I'm sorry, I love you. Okay, bye!